Hey guys, welcome back. Here in Mgtow, who has witnessed the transition of women through the 1960s, recall his story of how his search for a good wife ended outside the United States. Let's listen.
Hello, name is Steve. I'm an old guy, age 71. So, I can add some perspective from my past. Women have changed tremendously in the last 50 years, and exponentially so in the last 20 years. Much of this change, maybe most of it, comes from the enormous increase in the standard of living we have now. Women were more vulnerable to the appeal of increased wealth than men. For example, store shelves are nowadays stocked with items designed and packaged to sell to women. This was not true in the 1940s and 50s. Department store items then were more mundane, and malls hardly existed. The women's movement just provided direct income to women, who would run straight to the mall, paycheck in hand. The idea that additional family income was used to pay the bills and feed the kids is complete nonsense. Young girls and women of the 1950 era were mostly interested in home and children. You can see that reflected in all aspects of life and culture from that era. Women then had not seen much TV. Hell, TV hardly existed before 1950. I was first married at age 25. Divorced at age 37. Gained custody of a pre-adolescent handicapped female child. I was told this was a rarity. My wife was good at first, but she became vulnerable to media nonsense, like the Phil Donahue show. My ex would recite lines directly from TV, such as male chauvinist pig, and had no sense of pause about labeling me as a pig. Needless to say, this led to the end of our marriage. I wonder how many marriages were ruined by TV shows that poison minds. It still amazes me today, the depth and strength of the grip by non-stakeholders over women's psyche. My God, are halftime ads now more significant to fans than the football game? I remained single for about 7 years. I stuck to the idea that a happy marriage to a good woman was possible. I tried all the conventional things, like women at work, dating services, casual encounters, etc. Toward the end of the 7 years, it became clear that my idea of a suitable woman no longer existed. Most of them I met were suspicious, had too much self-esteem, expected lots but offered little, were overly concerned about their careers, usually conveyed in a whiny monotone. I had 15 years of professional experience, and a MBA from a top school, but all I had was a job. I was well off, but gold diggers are easy to spot. Anyway, I thought it might be possible to find a woman unaffected by media, shopping, brainless feminist, blame others, rain cloud, that so infected the women I knew. I began writing overseas, and soon found what was to become now my wife of 27 years. It worked out great for me. But I'd say, you need to be on guard, ready to challenge what may seem appealing to a new non-American wife, all too ready to accept foolishness. Many foreign women learn to see the spoiled and abusive nature of American women, and if properly informed, can be your best ally. Fortunately, my wife was among them. Anyway, I could write books about some of the ideas and experiences above. The truth of it all is that the best of the old life is still possible in limited circumstances. Of course, going your own way is certainly a good option, but be aware, many of the lessons of Mgtow life can be useful even if you do remarry. I think I'm living proof. Cheers, Steve.
Here is what happened. From the old ages, women have only tried to conform to the society. And when feminism and the pop culture became the fashion, they took that bandwagon. I doubt whether anyone like Steve's current wife can be found anywhere. maybe in the remote villages of Asia and Africa. I did rather live a Mgtow life than searching for that unicorn and ending up dead. Be careful, be safe out there. What better way to save a brother than sharing your story? Send your stories to redpill.story at gmail.com. Contribute at patreon.com/redpillstory. Contribute directly through PayPal at redpill.story at gmail.com. If you like to hear more of these experiences, comment, rate and subscribe. Don't forget to bang the bell. You can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/storyredpill. Find me on Facebook at facebook.com/storyredpill. To avoid attacks from social justice warriors, follow me on gab.ai at gab.ai/storyredpill. Cheers. See you tomorrow.